What's up, everyone? It's Xixi for MacLemore TV here at the premiere of Damsels in Distress. It's a new movie starring Brody and Greta Gerwig. Let's go talk to the stars. Congratulations on the movie. You play a guy named Charlie, and he's kind of slick with the ladies. How are you in real life?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I do what I can. But slick is not what I would use to describe my.
Okay, how would you describe him?
Oh gosh.
When I saw the trailer for this film, I just started like,
easygoing.
Easygoing. Okay. So, what are some of the biggest similarities between you in real life and Charlie?
The biggest similarities. Well, I think we're both interested in trying to better ourselves, and perhaps both a little self-conscious of who we are.
Okay, and what drew you to this movie? What made you want to take the project?
Whit Stillman, I think is the best. I think he's so unique and talented and funny that yeah. I mean, I love the character, but it was totally secondary. I would have done anything in it.
Cool. And one last question. Can you give our viewers a 10-second scoop why they should watch the film?
Oh, a 10-second scoop. Well, I think Greta Gerwig next to me creates an iconic character in the character of Violet. I think that certain girls are gonna fall in love and really identify and want to be this character for Halloween, I think.
Whit Stillman, all of Whit. I love him. He's my favorite director, my favorite writer, and I couldn't believe that he was making a movie and I got to be part of it.
Nice! Congratulations. And you play Violet, who is kind of like a dynamic leader of the group, right?
She's crazy. She's totally sincere, but like a complete liar. She's like big-hearted, but she's you know, she's always ready to be wrong, but she's a zealot for what she believes in, and what she happens to believe in is like perfume and tap dancing.
Okay. Well, how did you bring that out of you? Like, how did you get ready for the character?
You know, I think I just dove in with everything I had. Like, I think the main thing was I was like, just don't be embarrassed. Like, you're going to be singing and dancing and just go for it. Like, the second you get embarrassed, it's going to go badly.
Okay, absolutely. And can you give us a really fun behind-the-scenes moment? Because I know the cast is so amazing. You must have really hung out with, like, Analeigh and Adam, everyone.
Well, I think mainly it was all the dancing rehearsal that we did together. Just like Adam especially was always just dancing. He was always doing a soft shoe. He was always practicing, and we were always like, every time we had a break, we'd all dance. It felt like we were really making a musical.
It's rare to read a film with so many strong female characters that are not only strong but also well written, witty, clever, unique, and it's Whit Stillman. Like it's part of a film icon, you know, and he hasn't made a film for 13 years. So I think the cast that really drove our passion and excitement for getting it made successfully.
Okay. So what are some of the biggest similarities between you in real life and your character in the film?
You know, there are some. But my character in the film is she's very skeptical of things. She doesn't smile a lot. Whit actually told me, you know, you can't just smile less. Your character smile less. So, but I think that she's got a sweetness behind her, assuming that I'm not a complete. I mean, that's darling. That's one to assume. I'm sorry, but you know, I think that she genuinely does care about her friends, and I think that's similar.
Okay. You're kind of like your character Louis in Gossip Girl.
You think it's the same?
Not the same. A little bit. I'm seeing some of the character traits though.
I think it's like the exact opposite. I mean, that's why I picked the movie, so I hope it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's to me it's the exact opposite. At least he's the exact opposite of Louis at the beginning of the show. I mean, Xavier. I mean, in the show, Louis has that kind of a twist. It was this lovely, shy guy and very nice, and he becomes this very like. Mean and cold and yeah, I would say an asshole at the end. I'm sorry about that, but you know, it was really fun to play. And in this movie, I think Xavier is kind of crazy. He's out of his mind. and it doesn't depend at all on family or anything else. He's just a crazy, completely out of his mind character. He believes in Catharism, a religion from the 13th century. He doesn't speak the same way. He doesn't. No, to me, it's really, really different. It's funny you say so, because during all the press interviews, everybody was telling me like, wow, I was so surprised that you would be that, because he's really manipulative and really.
Okay, Louis was a little manipulative too. You got to say that, right? Louis was
at the end. But it's funny at the end. But when I did this movie, I hadn't shot all those parts.
Right.
So to me, thinking back, Louis was nice.
Okay.
So this guy is really a bad guy. Well, kind of a bad guy at least. And so at that point, it was really different. Now I see what you mean. It's true. The end, the last episodes in which he's much more manipulative, much more, mean. Yeah, maybe. But I think Xavier is really crazy when Louis is not. Louis knows what he's doing, kind of. Xavier is just out of his mind.
Well, Whit Stillman is a legend, so it was just an honor to be able to work with him.
Tell us something about your character. Who do you play?
I play Heather, and she's like the resident naif of the bunch. So she's kind of the chimer, just chimes in, says what everyone's already thinking, and she's a devoted follower of Violet. And a lot of fun to play.
Okay, so how was the school experience for you in real life?
It was really different. I briefly went to school in New York City, where you're not in a bubble. It's like New York City is your campus. So it was a different feel. I wish I bumped into these girls though.
Oh, okay.
That would have been a lot of fun.
Cool. And can you give us a really fun behind the scenes moment?
Gosh, there were so many. It was such a fun set. I busted pretty badly into some apple boxes. I was supposed to be running in the rain and heels, and I just slipped, and it was super embarrassing.
Oh no. Okay, and can you give our viewers a 10-second scoop on why they should watch the film?
It's really fun. If you could make a movie into a cupcake, it would be this one, and it's very sweet. It's a real gem.
What made you want to take the project?
Oh, well, many things. First of all, it's great material. It's one of the best scripts I've read with such great, interesting, funny, smart female characters. And obviously just working with Whit is an incredible opportunity. So, yeah, kind of win-win.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you played one of the damsels in the movie. What was your school experience like for you in real life?
My college experience? I didn't have much of a college experience, unfortunately, because I've kind of been working since high school. So I kind of had my college in Hollywood. So it's great to do this kind of movie because, you get to kind of live that life, even though you haven't.
Cool, absolutely. And what are some of the biggest similarities between you in real life and the character you play?
Well, I'd like to think that I share Rose's sense of style and her sense of conviction about what she believes in, standing up against men and people who aren't quite up to snuff.
I had heard a story about a group of girls who came to a university and sort of transformed the social life. They dressed up, wore good perfume, and when I went to visit the university, everyone was just full of stories of these girls. And later, I was thinking, that would make a good story for a film.
Okay, what about your school experience?
Mine was really depressing, and I think one reason I wanted to make the film was to show how people deal with those problems they get into. For some reason, I think young people, 16 to 20, often get into an irrational funk. And the question is, how do you get out of it?
Now, can you tell us a little bit more about the casting process for the movie? You guys have an amazing cast, from Adam to Greta. How was the process done?
Well, I was really lucky that I'd shown a previous film we had made called Last Days of Disco, and an actress named Greta Gerwig really liked it. And so when we called her up to meet, she was really keen on the project. And we were thinking of her for playing this beautiful part, and then she said, no, actually I want the intellectual, talkative girl part. And so she made it a beautiful part.
Oh, okay. Now, for all the young kids who are watching this movie, what kind of a message would you hope that they'll take away from it?
Well, I think so many things are really healed by time. So people get really depressed and really sort of dramatic, and they think they have to do something. And I really think that if they can just sort of keep on going in life and dancing a little bit, going out. In this film, we talk about hygiene and all these other things. Take a shower, get a night's sleep, and keep on going because things get better.
That's a wrap here for tonight. I'm Xixi, checking out of Maximo TV. See ya.